What's going on, you guys? Today I am going to be looking at this new mod, and you know what, you guys, I'm going to say it, this is probably my most favorite mod at the moment because it's the intersection marking tool. Now I noticed there's also a beta version that's just popped up, so I don't know which is better, but anyway, regardless of if you're using version 1.0 or 1.1, this mod basically allows us to do all of these really interesting lines at an intersection. And if we just go through what it looks like on the Steam Workshop, so this is it right here, and I will be adding a link in the description below, and it also will be added to my mods list on the Steam Workshop. So if we just go through what it says here, this mod allows you to quickly create road markings at intersections. It's only for looks, so if you want to get it to actually work, you still need the TMPE, which we'll go through everything and we'll do some together so you guys can see how it all works. But I'm really excited to put this into my city because I've been doing these and they have been such a struggle, but we'll get into that. So you press Control L to open it up, and then you have three different types of lines. You have the dashed points, you have the hard line, or you have the double line. There's also a lot of different things that you can do, but I'm only going to be looking at the basic form of it because I haven't really learned about how to do all of the technical things. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to get into this, and thank you to whoever made this because this is going to be such a big help, and it even works on elevated roads, so that's really, really good. It might not seem that exciting for some of you, but if you are looking for something that's a little bit more in depth, because a lot of intersections do have the big line markings to allocate and to show where you drive, where you're going to go when you go through an intersection. So it's a really good thing to have if you want that little bit of extra realism in your city. So if we jump out of the Steam Workshop, come over here. So I put down this one here just as a little example. It's not the best example because these roads around here, they don't have lines on it, so it kind of looks random, but just to show you guys, so I made it so all of the traffic comes around here, and originally there was a lot of traffic coming in and out basically everywhere. So I wanted there to be a nice flow that goes around here. So I put on one little line there, we've got the double line there to show that they can't cross it, and then that one goes along there. And then we have this road over here as well, so they can also just continue along straight over there without actually interfering with this whole intersection, which is actually, I think it looks really, really good. I put in a few posts there as well, just to really make it obvious, like, hey, you can't go over this line. So let's go have a look at some other examples, and I've got the real-time mod on, that's why there's a lot of traffic in here. But if we go over here, we'll do this one together, but if we go over here, I also did another one just with little lines as well, just the dashes. So it's just really nice. It just shows where they can go. Like if they want to go that way, it's got the line there. If they want to go around here, it's got the thing there as well, and they're going straight ahead. Yeah, it just looks really, really good. I love it, and this is going to be such a great addition for basically everyone's city, because I think it's been lacking for a while, because a lot of the intersections, they do look odd sometimes if you don't have anything in the middle. You notice sometimes, like, I'll use roads that have the median in the middle, which is like, if we go over to, where is it, like this one here, like that's kind of a bit better. But if it's just like an intersection where it's just open like that, it looks a little bit random, right? We need something in the middle. So this mod's going to be really, really helpful. So if we come back over here, and I was thinking, like, oh yeah, we've got a bit of traffic coming in. So what I was thinking of doing over here, since a lot of the traffic, majority of the traffic is coming from this way, they come along here, and then they're trying to go across this part here over to the island. Not much traffic comes from this way, so we're actually going to make the priority road go around here, and then these guys over here have to give way. They have to wait until all of this traffic is cleared. So let's open up the mod. So you press Control L, but I assume you can change it to whatever you want. So it brings up this little orange thing like this, and basically it highlights any type of intersection. So you want to click on the intersection, it brings it up like this. And you will need to go into do this. Actually, we might do this one first. So if you put down the lines, it's not going to work. You actually need to go into this mod and say, like, hey, this is where I need you guys to go. This is what I need. So even though it's already doing it, we're just going to go like this. And You know what, I'm going to say no right turn for this way because there's really not much point for them to go that way. They can go back onto the highway anyway, and it's going to disrupt the flow. But anyway, so we're also going to allow these guys to go straight through, these guys to go straight through. But this road up here, we're not going to allow them to go straight through. And we're going to make them give way like so. So now that we've done that, we'll close that one because the other mod won't work if anything else is open. So we'll do Control L, click on that one again, and you just do like the same thing with this mod when you're connecting the roads. So we'll go like that, and we'll do a hard solid line like that, and then we're also going to do one that goes around here like so. Oops. And then that one can also go around there like that. Now apparently you can make it go like to here then stop, but I don't know how to do that just yet. So we'll also do another one over here, but instead of having it as the dashes, we're going to change it to a solid line like so. Now you can also go through it like this. So for example, if we want to change this middle one, we can just change it like this and do like that, or we can do a double solid line, which I think looks really cool as well. But we only have single lines around here, so maybe we'll just do one solid line like that, because it does align up with everything pretty good. And I also like to do the corners like this, so we'll do another solid line. Looks really, really good in my opinion. So you can see now, like these cars, they know which way to go. They know that they can only go left because they have the little lines there like this. Now, this isn't like, I'm not going to leave it like this, but it's just to show you guys. So if we wanted to, like we could make this road here only go left, but it is still going to go straight ahead. So we could still go like this, and then maybe we can space it out. What if we do like 3 meters? Yeah. So you can go like that. You can make it even more, so it's not as obvious. So like I think if you have this lining here and then this line here the same, it might be a little bit too overpowering. So maybe change it up a little bit as well. And then you could also go like this as well. And yeah, I just think it looks really, really good. Another thing I might do is one that goes along there like that, and we'll change that to a solid line, just to kind of show like they go straight here, not over there, because that's where the cars will park. Yeah, so even though it's pretty basic, it does make a huge difference. I think it looks so good actually, and like just how they can flow around. They've got the actual lanes, like whereas before we could still do this, but what we had to do was we had to go into here and we had like all of these lines and things in here, and you had to draw it out like that, and then you had to use the move it mod to like move it around and do the angle. And I mean, that was okay, but it was such a struggle. But the other thing that I'm excited about is you can do it on elevated roads. Now, I think I did some, where was it? I did some over here. Yes, here. Just as an example. So we've done that one, and we've done this one here, but we'll look at this one. So this is actually all elevated. So whereas before when you were doing these, you couldn't do them on elevated roads, which is really, really frustrating. But now we actually can do this. So if we look at how I've got it here, we've got a left lane turning off there, or they can go straight ahead. But I think this one's a better example. The angles are a little bit, but it just shows them where to go. So we have the 3 lanes going straight ahead. They know that they go to these lanes over here because they have the lanes here. And then this lane that's merging on, they can basically just see where to go because they have the little lines as well. I think actually it's probably better if I just, if I just close that and we do Control L again. Now it should be able to just go into it and go through and adjust them. So we might change this one here to a solid line, and then we might change this one here also to a solid line because it's not an overtaking lane. And then I wish we could update this part here, which would really be good because I don't want them to merge just here just yet. I want them to kind of merge down here. So that would be good if I could continue on this hard line like to there, but I actually can't, but that's all right. That's better than nothing. We also have the templates as well, which I don't really know about at the moment. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about those. And then we have all of these different points here, which kind of highlight where it all goes. Another example is over here. So we have our border crossing. So they come along here, and all of these lines I put down the old way, but this part here, it's 3 lanes, and then they kind of break out into 2. And it just makes it look a lot easier and a lot cleaner just doing it like that. And honestly, it's just such a good mod, you guys. I highly recommend it. It's really simple. Like I said, whatever you want to do, you will still need to use the lane connector here, which is, it looks like that. So if you don't, they're not actually going to follow the lines that you put down. So you do need to use the line manager to get that working properly. Now there's also the other options where if you, for example, I'm not going to leave it like this, but if, for example, if we just have a line that goes along there like this, and let's make that a solid line, and then we have maybe another one that goes over here. So you can actually choose to, for example, delete this part, but leave this part here. Now, I'm still trying to figure this out, but it doesn't seem too hard, but it just maybe takes a bit of time. So you'll want to choose your starting point, which it should flash. So you can see it's flashing over there. So say from that point to this point, and then that should delete it, yeah. And then that leaves that little part right there, and we can change that to a solid line, just for example. So the points that you want to delete, you will choose it as the starting point, and then the 2 point, if that makes sense. So let's just try it with another example. So if we have like a solid line there, and then let's say this one wants to go like that for some reason. So if we want to delete, like, just for example, this part to this part, we should be able to go, oh no, something like that. I don't know, something like that. You just have to make sure you choose your selection points, but yeah, I can't figure that out just yet, but that is the option. And I think once we master that, it's going to look even better. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to show you guys really quickly about this mod. Really excited. You're going to see this a lot throughout my city because this is something that I've been wanting to have so badly. Highly recommended it. Highly recommend it. It will be linked down below. Like I said, there is the beta version 1 and 2. I don't know which one, probably the beta version is better. Maybe there's an issue with the first one. So up to you guys, but it will be all down below for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know, are you guys using it? What do you think? And I'll catch you guys next time.